Hey, what's up guys? Rare Bishop here of the Press A to Listen podcast, and we have another video review for you. This time around it's for Dance Central Spotlight from Harmonix. This is now the fourth Dance Central game in the franchise. They had the original Dance Central launched with the Kinect for the Xbox 360. They did Dance Central 2 and Dance Central 3, and obviously 3 had, some weird time travel stuff to it with a story. But this time around, there's no story, there's no time traveling, there's none of that. It's just straight up dancing. So if you're just interested in just getting in there, selecting a song and dancing, you're good to go. This game has 10 songs in it included for $10. So it's $1 a song. You get songs like Counting Stars from One Republic, Happy from Pharrell Williams if you're not already sick of that song. Rihanna has Diamonds, and you get a few other songs in there as well. For those that are unfamiliar with the Dance Central franchise as a whole, if you didn't play it on 360 or Xbox One, it's kind of your first console from Microsoft. The whole goal is, you just dance. There are cue cards on the right-hand side of the screen that will tell you what the next move will be, and you have to try to, duplicate that as best as you can. Basically, you mirror it. It tells you that, and when you do the tutorial, it tells you need to mirror. So basically, like you're looking in the mirror and you're duplicating what the dancer is doing on the screen. You do that well enough, you get points, you get stars, you can get gold stars just like you can in Rock Band, and so on. And the thing is with Dance Central this time around on Xbox One is you're going through there and you're just unlocking different routines as you progress. And to unlock these routines, whether they're beginner, standard, deluxe, and pro are the 4 default routines, and you have alternate routines that are like strength and cardio and goofy and manly and stuff like that. But to unlock these routines, when you're dancing in the songs, you collect the moves. So once you're doing a move, once you get it flawless, once you perfect it, a gold ring will appear around your dancer, and on the right hand side when you see the cue cards, it will turn gold to let you know, hey, you've collected this move. And that's how you unlock the different routines. Some of the routines only require you to unlock or to only collect 1 or 2 of those dance moves. Some of them require, like to get the pro routine of certain songs, you have to maybe collect 15 or 18 or so of those dance moves in the song. And each routine itself sometimes will duplicate those moves in past routines, but most of them have their own original ones in there as well. So you're not just sitting there collecting them once, moving to the next routine, and it's a dance moves you've already collected. They have their own separate ones in there as well. And adding in this feature of collecting moves is a brilliant idea that is really well implemented. It gives you the ability to go back to those songs that you've already played a handful of times and still enjoy them and still feel like you're unlocking more and more and more stuff, because you're constantly unlocking routines. Even when you unlock all the routines for one song, there's still more dance moves you can collect in each of those routines, because there's no more difficulty levels. That's what these routines replace. Instead of just choosing easy, medium, and hard, you choose beginner is basically easy, then you have standard, then you have deluxe, and then you have pro, and that's how you progress with each song. So it's a great implementation of it. It's a great idea, and I really like that. Dance Central Spotlight will obviously be bundled with the Kinect when it's sold separately later in October for $150. But if you already own the Kinect, you know right off the bat that the new Kinect is way better than the 360 version. It does a damn good job of detecting you as a player, and it does a damn good job of reading what exactly you're doing with your limbs. That's no different in Dance Central Spotlight. It feels like the tracking itself is definitely improved. There are some moves that I've done in past Dance Central games that might not have been able to recognize exactly what I'm doing. This time around it can, and of course the ability for the Kinect to see more of you and more of the room is fantastic. Some die-hard Dance Central fans might notice right off the bat in this video that some of the moves may be recycled from past games, and some of them are. There's no doubt about that, but it gives them the ability at Harmonix to streamline the choreography process and DLC process to get those DLC songs out as quickly as they possibly can. So that some of them will be duplicated from past games, but if it gives them the ability to produce DLC songs and get those out for the public way faster than they could in the past for Dance Central games, I'm all for that. As a person who really enjoys rhythm games as a whole, we always want the new hit song to be available for those rhythm games as quickly as they can. And so if this gives them that power to do that, I'm all for it. To stay on the topic of downloadable content, each song this time around is only $2 compared to them being $3 for Dance Central 1, Dance Central 2, and Dance Central 3. They already have a good chunk of DLC songs up on the storefront right now. You can buy some of those. Some of those are brand new to Dance Central franchise. Some of those are legacy songs from past games in the series. But if you've already purchased those songs on the 360 versions of those games, for an example would be Airplanes by B.O.B. If you've already purchased that song for Dance Central 3 as DLC, it is free on Dance Central Spotlight on Xbox One. You do not have to worry about buying it again. It is yours as soon as you boot up the game. So not all the DLC songs, legacy DLC songs, are available on the get-go on Dance Central Spotlight. Some of those will be added in the coming weeks. Some of those will be added in the coming months. So just because you've purchased it on 360 does not mean it's guaranteed to be there right off the bat, but it will probably be there at some time in the near future. There's a fitness mode in Dance Central Spotlight. You can set it anywhere from 10 to 90 minutes. You can increase it in 10-minute intervals each time. You can pick any routine. So if you're the type of person who only wants to do beginner and standard because you're still trying to practice some of them, you can do that. If you want to do the pro routines or deluxe routines, which is obviously the tougher of the ones, you can do that as well. You simply set your weight, your height. The game will track how many calories you're burning. And once you're done with that, it tells you at the end of your session. One more thing to touch on before we end this review, and it's the ability to practice your dance moves. In prior Dance Central games, you had to actually go out to a separate menu to bring this option up and do that. Now, if you're in a song, you feel like you can't get this dance move down properly, you just say, "Hey DJ, practice that." DJ pops up, takes you to the practice session. You immediately start practicing those moves. You can slow it down, you can speed it up, however you want to do it to make sure you can actually get it down. When you're done, you say, "Hey DJ, got it." You move right back into the song, the exact same place you were before you started practicing. So this makes it really easy for newcomers of the series to get in there. If they're having some difficulties or having some issues putting some moves down, you do this and you're ready to get right back in the game and figure those out. That'll do it for my review for Dance Central Spotlight. As I mentioned earlier, I really like the idea behind collecting dance moves to unlock new routines. It feels like you're constantly unlocking stuff. And the price point. The price point of $10 I think is the perfect price point for that. Not pricing it at $30 or $40 and putting some songs in there that you might not want. Price it at $10. You get 10 base songs. And you can choose any other DLC you want. You can purchase that separately. So you basically can build your own music library inside of Spotlight for only $2 a song, which is, like I said, $1 cheaper than it was in past games in the series. So hope you enjoyed the review. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know. And thanks for watching.